Alright people, so I'm here with my views, my thoughts, my whatever, on the 2014 elections. Now I guess you're predicting a big Republican shift here, and which I think, the Republicans are slightly better, I think, than the Democrats. But I mean, they're both funded by the same people. They both give you the same shit. Just look at Bush and Obama. They're basically both the same. Um, so I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not like a big thing. But I mean, if at least we're rejecting Obama in the bullshit that he gave us, I mean, we better reject him. I mean, he's so fucking horrible. Um, but I mean, at least we're rejecting the fascist criminals that are in charge now, the unconstitutional criminals. At least we're rejecting them. But I mean, it's just gonna be, now we're gonna put the Republicans in charge, and then they're gonna fuck things up, and then oh no, we gotta go back to Hillary, or we gotta go back to the Democrats, or something like that. Is Hillary gonna get into office in 2016? I think she's a top contender right now, but I could see very possibly where they'll put a Republican in, and then he'll fuck some shit up. And then some neocon Republican, then he'll fuck shit up, and then they're gonna put in a Democrat. It's you never know what they're gonna do. Um, but a lot of Republicans, I think there's two kinds of Republicans. There's ones like Ron Paul, Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, I guess you could call. I'm trying to think of some other ones. There's a few others, like the guy who was talking about the classifying the 9/11 pages. I don't know too much about him, but I remember he was on the Alex Jones show, and I liked what he was saying. So I assume he's good. Again, I don't know too much about him, but I mean, there are good Republicans. There are some good libertarian Republicans. So there's some good libertarian Republicans like Ron Paul who are, as I said, libertarian. They criminalize drugs. They want more freedom. As long as they're like, as long as it doesn't affect me, you can do it. Anti-war. And then you got, I think, your neocon Republicans like McCain, who are just, oh, let's just go to war. More war, and Cheney and Bush, who are just, pro wars, want to go on into all these wars, aren't for legalizing drugs, are anti-gay marriage. So I mean, I I think I mean I've heard I don't do research too much research on this, but I heard there are some good libertarians. Oh, there's that mayor from Florida. I believe his name is Adrian Wiley, libertarian governor. Um, of course they kept him out of the debates. I mean I don't know too much about him, but I assume almost all libertarians I agree with because I am mostly libertarian, but they didn't let him in the debates. Why? Because they're scared of him becoming governor. And if he becomes governor like Angus Kang did, or Jesse Ventura did, or Bernie Sanders is another independent, if he becomes governor, that's just gonna open up a whole new thing. I fucking hope that would be so fucking cool if a libertarian won. But if he wins, that just opens up more avenues for more third party or independent candidates to win. And I was talking with my stepdad about this. He's like, if you vote libertarian or if you vote third party, you're wasting your vote. I'm like, you're not wasting your vote. You vote for who you want to be in office, not for, you don't play popular, you don't play into the popular two. I don't want to play into the two-party system. We have to break the two-party system, and we're not going to break the two-party system by keep voting for the two-party system. I mean, I think most people in America are upset with the two-party system. I seriously do. I think they don't like them. And they set this up, two-party system, where you're either conservative or you're liberal. Well, what if you don't agree with the conservatives or the liberals? Or what if you agree with some of what the conservatives say and some of what the liberals say? So, I mean, they set it up where it's just two. It's just two things. I think, political parties are retarded. You should run on basics and principles, not on the name of a political party. You should, I think everybody should be an independent. You could identify yourself as a conservative, or I'm socially conservative, or I'm fiscally conservative. I'm, socially liberal. You could identify yourself as, that. Like, I'm libertarian on certain issues, but I just think it's stupid to go, oh, I'm a Republican. No, you should be what you stand for, not a fucking Republican or a fucking Democrat, because then people just go in and, like, you just do a straight ballot where you, oh, I'm just gonna vote for all Republicans. No, we have to we should be educated about our votes. And so I think this whole two-party system is just stupid. They're basically both the same. I mean, I think Democrats are a little bit worse, but I mean the Republicans are still, neocon Republicans in there, like John McCain, just fucking horrible John McCain. They even got fucking foreign news reporting that he met with ISIS. I mean, John McCain is a fucking horrible. But again, I mean, oh, and I also got two predictions, people, for after the elections. Number one, Ebola will get much worse, or maybe not much, but I think it will get worse after the elections. Or I think the something big is going to happen with Ebola after the elections. That's my first prediction. Number two, we got gas prices going, at least here in Michigan, they're going way down. They went from like $4 to down to like $2.89, or so they went down about $1. I think they're gonna go back up, because if you look at I believe it was the 2012 elections, the gas also went down $1 and then went back up. So I think the gas is gonna go up, and I think there's gonna be something big happening with Ebola. I think it's gonna get worse with the winter, and I think they're waiting, and possibly, I'm gonna announce this now, I think that another prediction too. This is kind of a bold prediction, but I think amnesty is gonna be granted to illegals. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I'll take that back. But because it's probably going to be a Republican, a lot of Republicans are going to get in, and most Republicans are, locked down the border, so I don't think there's going to be. But then he could always do the executive order bullshit. But, is it going to happen? I think it's 50-50. Whatever, This is a bold prediction kind of out there, but I'm saying it right now. You can mark me down. In Obama's term from 2014 till he gets out of office, I think he will grant amnesty to the illegals. I think that's just how it's going to be. It's going to grant amnesty to them. I mean, they pretty much already have amnesty. I mean, it's just unofficial. It's like in America right now, we are under martial law pretty much, but it's not declared. So, but I mean, these elections, 2014. Hopefully we could get some good libertarian Republicans in there, and maybe that Florida governor. That will be huge if Adrian Wiley, I believe his name is, wins. That would be so fucking huge. So hopefully we get some good libertarian, constitutionalist Republicans into, into the. I know here we got the Senate. So I hope we get some. Good, just people elected, good libertarians elected. They don't have to be perfect, but, at least be better than fucking Barack Obama. But then again, if you're better than Obama, that's not saying much. But I do think, so there's my 3 predictions, people. Let's see if they're right. I made 10 Ebola predictions. I still got it here. One day I'll analyze them probably if I remember. But again, Ebola will get worse. Gas prices will go back up, and Obama, in his remaining years as president, will grant amnesty to the illegals. So, or at least he'll do something big, I think, with the illegals. Whether it be, I don't know. I just feel like they're going to do something big with the illegal, because clearly we have a wide open border on purpose. So Obama's just fucking horrible. A fascist, unconstitutional criminal who should be impeached. He makes Nixon, what Nixon did, look so fucking, it's like if you go into a bank and rob $1 million, like Obama robbed $1 million, Nixon took like a fucking penny. I mean, Nixon got impeached for fucking spying on a few people in a building. Obama was spying on the whole country, letting in Ebola, opening up the borders, um, passed the Patriot Act, renewed it. He's trying to take away our guns. I mean, Obama is just fucking horrible, man. And I hope people wake up. I seriously do. I see a lot of people who are just fucking dead. They don't give a shit. It's more about sports. Like, I'm fucking don't even give a shit. I watch a little bit of sports, but I mean, I'm awake. I'm paying attention to this shit. I'm pouring a lot of energy into it. I'm trying to wake people up here on YouTube. Trying to wake my family up. At least tell them what I think about it. I am actually waking up. I got my mom today to stop drinking fluoride water, which in the Harvard study says it, it messes with children's heads and lowers IQ points. And I showed her the study. I'm trying to slowly I don't want to get her too fast and then, just reveal all this information and then, she's like, oh, you're crazy. I'm slowly getting into it. I actually give her an article every day about something. Like today I gave her an article about, my family an article about drug use and how they legalized it in Portugal. It went down by 50% in 10 years where they actually legalized it. Again, libertarian viewpoint, legalize it. People are like, oh, don't legalize it. A lot more people use drugs. Well, in Portugal, it went down by 50% because they're not treating it criminally, they're treating it medically. And I don't agree with that. I don't think we should force people who smoke drugs to go, get treated medically, but that's what they do in Portugal, and it's gone way, way down. 50%. That's a big fucking drop, 50%. So, again, hopefully we get some good people into office here. I know in Michigan we got Terry Lynn Land and Gary Peters. Gary Peters is just a fucking Democrat who's for gun control. I can never vote for somebody who's for gun control. I never. If you're for gun control, you're not going to get my vote, no matter what. I don't think, maybe, but I don't think you could ever get my vote if you're for gun control. Maybe, I guess, but I don't see it happening. And then Terry Lynn Land just seems like she's like fucking not even. I'm trying to do research on her, and she's not even saying anything about any of the issues. It seems like. And then when you ask her about ISIS, she's like, well, I don't really know. She's like, yeah, Obama's strategy isn't that good of one. She's like, I don't know what, she's basically like, I don't know what I would do. I'm like, what? This is a big issue and you're not even saying anything. So, I mean, she seems very, not willing to tell her viewpoints on shit. She's expressed positive reactions of raising the minimum wage to 10.10. So she's clearly not a libertarian, it seems like. So, none of the above for me right there, between Terry Lynn Land and Gary Peters. And I agree with Jesse Ventura. Add a none of the above thing to the ballots, which says, yes, I'm here to vote. Yes, I want to participate in the voting system. But I do not feel confident in one of these two people, or however many people are on the ballot, running my country, state, being my representative, whatever. That's a great fucking idea. I think none of the above would get a good percentage of the votes in a lot of scenarios. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts there on the 2014 elections. If you have any other thoughts, let me know. If you have any other thoughts about candidates in your area or candidates that you want to win, Libertarians, Republicans, Dems, let me know. I'm not a big fan of the fascists. I mean the Democrats. But if you are, again, just if you have a different viewpoint, let me know. Probably debate you, but let me know. I'm always willing to see other viewpoints and shit. I mean, there might be some good Democrats out there. I don't know. But there you go, people. There's my thoughts on the 2014 election. If you have any other predictions, what's going to happen after the election? I gave 3. What's going to happen after the elections? Do you have any other predictions? So there you go, people.